Okay guys, so this is my top 10 for week 16 already. We still have a couple weeks left, and then it's tournament time. 20 days until Selection Sunday, and time's flying by, so we have a couple weeks left. A couple more polls left, and then it's tournament time. So I am going to make this short. Okay, honorable mention. Kansas State and Georgetown. Coming in at number 10, 21 pool, down 3 spots. Syracuse Orangemen. They won at. Well, they lost at Connecticut 66-58, and then they won at Seton Hall 76-65. So they went 1-1 this week. And so I don't know. New to the poll, or returning to the poll, at number 9, 21-5, the Louisville Cardinals, 2-0 this week. St. John's, they beat St. John's 72-58, and out at South Florida 59-41. It seems to me like Louisville's coming back together, and trust me, NCAA tournament time, they will be a very dangerous team, and I could definitely see them in the Final Four. So I wouldn't count out Louisville. I haven't at all. It's just they just went through a tough stretch, but they're still a very good team, capable of making it to the Final Four and a possible title run. Coming in at number 8, also returning to the poll, at 21 pools, Kansas Jayhawks. Like Louisville, they've had a kind of down couple of games, and they just bounced right back. 2-0 this week, 83-62 against Kansas State, and 73-7 against Texas. I think Kansas is another team that's dangerous, and like I said, about Louisville, I think they could go to the Final Four as well. And it seems to me like Louisville and Kansas both, I think they're gonna. This downtime helped them, and I think they're going to be even tougher. So look out. That's just how it is. Who will somebody? Number 7, down 2 spots from last week, 22-4 on the year. This team, I about had them at 8 or 9, but I kept them at 7. Michigan Wolverine. They went 1-1 this week. They got smoked at Michigan State 75-52, and they beat Penn State 79-71, and they were at home. So I think Michigan's youth is coming out. They're a pretty young team, so I think they're very good, but they're young. So they'll upset them in the tournament, I think. I think you'll start to see the youth. I think they're a good team, but man, I almost feel like I have them overrated again. Like I said, I about put them at 8 or 9. Came very close to putting them at 8. Down 2 spots from last week. Coming in at number 6, 22-3 is the Duke Blue Devils. They went 1-1 this week. They beat the rival North Carolina 73-68, and they lost at Maryland 83-81. That was Saturday night. Duke continues to struggle. Coach K is an awesome coach, but I think Duke's struggling, and I don't know. I don't know how Duke will do. They're still missing one of their star players, Kelly, and I think they're messing them big time up front, and so I don't know. I do think Duke last week was way overrated. I think the AP and coaches poll, the coaches poll had them number 1, the AP poll had them number 2, and I knew that. Duke is not that good right now. They have the potential of being really good, but they ain't that good. I could definitely see them make the Final Four, maybe a title push. Coach K is the best in the business. Okay, so up 3 spots at 22-4, number 5 in the country, 22-4. The Michigan State Spartans. They blew out Michigan 75-52. Of course, they were home, but they blew out Michigan. They beat Nebraska at Nebraska 73-64. Michigan State is a lot like Duke. I mean, you can't ever count them out. I said it in my preseason poll. I've said it all season long. Michigan State is a tough team, and they continue to hang around. They're tied with Indiana for the Big Ten Conference Championship. They're both at 11-2. Tomorrow night they play Indiana. Tom Izzo is one of the best too, and I could also see them make a Final Four run. Up 2 spots at number 4, 25-2, Gonzaga Bulldogs. 2-0 this week. They beat St. Mary's at St. Mary's 77-60, and then at San Francisco 73-64. Gonzaga has a lot of experience. They have a lot of. They're dangerous. I say it every week. Could be Mark Few's best team at Gonzaga yet, and I'm really. I mean, they've been stuck at number 6 the last couple polls of mine, but I finally bumped them up. They should be pretty happy. I feel bad I stuck them at 6 for like 4 consecutive weeks in a row. But Gonzaga, they have it all. Good size up front, good leadership, and they have one of the best coaches in the country. Gonzaga is for real, and they're really, really good. Staying the same at number 3, 21-3 on the U is the Florida Gators. 2-0 this week. They beat Kentucky 69-52, and they beat Auburn at Auburn 83-52. So they stay the same, and I think Florida is an extremely dangerous team. I could see them make a title run, flat out. And Coach Billy Donovan is one of the best, one of my favorites. I love him. Patino disciple, can't beat it. Coming in at down 1 spot at number 2, 21-3 on the U, the Miami Hurricanes. The Miami Hurricanes, they went 2-0 this week. They beat Florida State at Florida State 74-68, and then they barely beat Clemson at Clemson 45-43. So that's one reason why I bumped them. And finally, up 1 spot, once again, at 23-3, number 1, Indiana Hoosiers. 2-0 this week. They killed Nebraska 76-47 and killed Purdue 83-55. It's the first time an Indiana team in Indiana University basketball history, an Indiana team beat Purdue twice in the same year by 20 or more points each game. Indiana, I do feel like Indiana's starting to separate themselves from the pack. I think they just have to keep pushing, and they have to understand that, a game's 40 minutes, and they have to give it the all every possession of the game. Big game tomorrow night against Michigan State. Michigan State is tied with them on top of the Big Ten at 11-2, and Oladipo is questionable. So it's a big test tomorrow. But Indiana's undefeated against ranked teams. Every one of the 3 losses have come to unranked teams, and those were definitely games they should have won. And they would beat these teams if they played them again. So, I think that's what I'm saying, that they were undefeated against ranked teams this year, and I had to put them back up at number 1. It's the it's only the second time in my poll will a number one team got bumped to number two without losing. The other time was Florida, and IU bumped them down. I just feel like I had to put Indiana back at number one. Miami's a really good team, though. No disrespect to them. It's just, like I said, I think Indiana has more potential than anybody. But okay, that's it. My top 10 for week 16. Until tomorrow, peace. Uh, I mean, Gonzaga fans or whoever, they should be pretty happy.